are 6 major mistakes that brands make on China's social media. The first mistake is when the PR crisis hits, brands tend to ignore it. For example, if you are having a product quality or some allergy claims and people just stay quiet. It might work in some countries and it might just pass and you sort of, close your eyes. In China, it will get nasty very fast, especially on platforms like Weibo. WeChat has a control filter because you can show comments and you can hide comments before they are being basically public. On Weibo, that is not possible. So if you're present on viral platforms, make sure that you are handling your PR crisis as fast as possible. You need to have your official statement throughout social networks on your official website. You need to stay personal, stay real, and apologize genuinely, and literally have your marketing team working all day, every day, around the clock before the crisis stops to prevent it literally going out of control. The second mistake is choosing the wrong KOL. So KOL is the influencer, is the blogger. And in fact, bloggers can make our brands and break our brands. There's been numerous occasions when the brand chose the wrong representative and it influenced both the blogger and the brand. For example, very recently Dior has hired Angelababy to be their brand representative. And there's been a lot of talk both from the brand side, Dior loyal fans, and Angelababy fans saying that there is a huge mismatch between her and the brand. So you just need to be careful when choosing that influencer to represent your brand. The third mistake is lacking the overall social media strategy. For example, a very famous alcohol brand in China called Rio has been spending a lot of money on bloggers, social media, influencer and celebrity recommendations, as well as sponsoring huge events, and they were extremely successful in China in the past couple of years. However, in 2016, they stopped advertising that much and consumption dropped. As that happened, they brought in even more money, and again, advertising flooded all channels. However, this time advertising did not work. They also could not support it through content and other, other positioning. At the end, the mother company suffered 145 million renminbi in deficit. So before you start advertising or executing your marketing strategy in China, make sure that you've got an overall plan. Otherwise, your money are going to burn, and they're going to burn fast. Number 4 is buying fake results. China is very big on bots and fake results, and those bots are called shuijun. So basically you can buy fans, you can buy interactions, likes, comments, shares, you can buy everything. And you can buy them cheap, expensive, or very cheap, very expensive. The most expensive bots you cannot tell apart. They are actually not traditional computer programs. They are real people sitting somewhere in Sichuan and doing the clicks. So you cannot distinguish whether they're real or not. So you need to be really, really careful how to align your marketing strategy with the expectation of your mother company, your board, and all other engaged stakeholders. Most of the companies in this world, international and local, are engaging in fake fans trade, which means they buy fans, they buy comments, likes, and shares. This is obviously a horrible thing to do because it doesn't make any sense. It does not deliver or drive true engagement. However, because there is so much pressure placed by headquarters, unrealistic expectation being transferred to the agency and later on, to all other marketing departments, this is a huge mistake. My advice is always don't buy fakes. Keep it small, keep it real, and make sure that you manage expectations of people around you. Number 5 is not responding timely to the rules and regulations in China. As you know, they are changing very fast, and Chinese social media is not exception. For example, very recently there was the boom in ICO, which is initial coin offering, and all international ICO companies were bombarding China with requests to promote. Bloggers promoted for them. They even opened their official account, like Bitcoin, for example. A couple of weeks back, ICO and all related activities were blocked in China. There was a new regulation passed out, and literally everything froze. So the Bitcoin accounts became inactive. All the financial bloggers that were talking about ICO in their previous posts were forced to delete this information. The hashtags were disabled, etc. So you need to make sure that you stay on top of regulations in China, because things can change very fast. And the last mistake on Chinese social media that you need to watch out for is understanding where the platform itself is going. So for example, you're working on WeChat and you're working on Weibo. These two platforms have different plans for where they want to be. For instance, Weibo is a marketing platform. They operate very similar to Facebook and Twitter and Google. They have data of their followers, of their fans, and they provide you access to these fans through advertising. So their goal is to provide you better service, get you more data, and get you more engaged users. At the same time, WeChat has a different plan. They are not operating as a marketing platform. They are essentially a bank. They are essentially a gaming platform. Yeah, most of their revenue goes from gaming. Most of their revenue comes from financial transaction peer-to-peer. So they don't necessarily have a strong incentive to sell you access to their users, because they care about their users a lot more than they do care about advertiser. So once you enter China market, and remember, there are more than 60 platforms there, you need to have a very clear understanding of what the platform is and is not. And then you can merge your strategy on this platform with the platform's actual purpose and goal, and this will be a harmonious and long-lasting, joint kind of approach that will propel you somewhere. So these are the 6 major mistakes, and don't make them.